You really don't have to overthink that style before you sew it. This is Mabel, and I make sewing very simple to understand. I'm going to be showing you how you can use 1 to 2 yards of fabric to achieve this very simple job. I want you to take my word for it. You're definitely going to enjoy this tutorial. So let's get started. I want you to watch this tutorial to the end because it's very simple and straight to the point. You need a vintage fabric. You need elastic for this, and for the fabric, I used 1.5 yard. You can use 2 inches or 3 inches depending on your size, right? Now this is it. I used 1 yard of this vintage fabric. This is 36 inches. And for the length of this vintage fabric, this is measuring 60 inches by length. I don't know, there are some that are like 65, but this one, the length of this vintage fabric is 60 inches. Okay, so now we're going to go straight into the tutorial and I'll try to explain it as simple as I can. Now, this is the yardage. This is the 1 yard, right? You're going to fold it into two this way, just the way I'm folding it. Then you're going to flip it up and then you're going to have something like this, right? Now you're going to go ahead to also adjust this part to make sure it is aligning just the way I am showing you in this video. Now after folding it up this way, you see the way we're folding it, you're going to fold it into two this way again. Now when you fold it into two this way, this is what you're going to end up having. You have something like this. Now remember I said you're going to start folding it from the yardage so that it's going to give you this length, right? Now after getting it, our measurement is going to be starting from this side, this front side. This is where the measurement is going to be starting from. So moving forward, this upper part here is going to be the shoulder line, right? Now from this part, this is the part where you're going to be taking the length of your dress, okay? So for this, I end up having 18 inches, right? You can have more or you can add extra fabric to this if you want. But for me, I ended up with 18 inches because I used 1 yard, right? So from this shoulder line, I'll go ahead to take my bust point. The bust point I am working with is 11 inches. And also from that shoulder line, I'll take to my half length, which is 17 inches. Now, after marking it, I'll take the neckline. I'll be using the neckline of 3.5 for this 3.5, and then for the back I'm going to be using 1 inch. I'll go ahead to mark 1 inch. After marking this 1 inch, I'll go ahead to connect it with my free hand. Now for the depth of the front neckline, I'm going to be using 6 inches because I want it to be a V neckline. So I'd mark 6 inches. I'll connect it up to the shoulder this way. It's very simple. Okay, so this is it. Now this tutorial should take you like 30 minutes, 1 hour to make it, but because I'm trying to make it detailed, it looks like it's a whole lot of work. Now when you come to the bust point, you're going to divide your round bust measurement by 4 and then mark whatever you get, and then you're going to be adding sewing allowance of 2 inches. You can add 2.5, but I used 2 inches. Now you're going to come to the waistline because we're going to be adding elastic to the waistline. Whatever measurement you have on the bust point, you're going to be transferring it down to the waistline. Okay, this is exactly what I am doing right now. I'm going to transfer the same measurement including the sewing allowance to the waistline, and then we're going to leave it at that for now. Okay, so we're going to come to the shoulder part, right? I'm doing a cut together sleeve for this tutorial. So I'm going to divide my shoulder measurement by 2 and mark it. Basically from here to here is my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Now from this point, you're going to take your actual sleeve length. Okay, so my actual sleeve length is 22 inches, but I'm going to be using 21 for this, right? So I'm going to mark 21 inches, like that's just the way you're seeing in this video. Now after marking this 21, from that point I'll go ahead to take my round sleeve measurements. Now I want it to be very wide. The reason I'm showing you in this video, I am using 26 inches. You can do 24, you can do 30, depending on how wide you want it to be. For me, I am using 26 inches, so I'll go ahead to divide that 26 inches by 2, and then I have 13. So I'm going to divide that 13 by 2. I'm going to be adding extra 1/2 inch, sorry, for sewing allowance. So I used 13.5 inches for my sleeve opening. Okay, so I'll go ahead to mark it just the way you're seeing in this video. I'll keep marking it 13 inches and half, 13 inches and half till I get to towards the bust point side. Okay, so while I am marking it, I'm going to use this opportunity to tell you to remember to share, subscribe to this channel, right? Now we're going to be stopping at this point here where the bust point allowance is, right? Now, like a recap, I took my length, my bust point. On that bust point, I divided my round bust measurement by 4, and then I added 2 inches sewing allowance. And then whatever I got on the bust point, I marked the same exact thing on the waistline. This is like a recap, right? Whatever I got on this bust point, I marked the same thing down on the waistline here. That was the same thing I did when I started, right? I'm just trying to do a recap for you, okay? So now, because I'm adding elastic to the waistline and I want it to be wide and very open, I'm going to be adding extra 2.5 inches allowance to this. You can decide to add 3 inches, okay? So from that point, I'll go ahead to connect it to this sleeve opening just the way I am showing you in this video, right? I'll connect it to this point. It's going to look like a slant, okay? It's okay. I'll go ahead to create a curve because I don't want it to be too sharp at that point. everything is well detailed, just the way you're seeing in this video. Now I'll go ahead to cut this out, okay? Okay, so for the cutting, I'll start by trimming out this excess at the sleeve opening. I'll just cut it out. Then I'll come to the waistline and start cutting from this curve. See the way I am following the scissors and the chalk, cutting out the exact same thing we marked, right? Now I'll go ahead to cut out the neckline. Now after cutting the neckline, you go ahead to notch this part. Make sure you notch it. After notching it, we're going to open it up. Watch closely how I am opening it. After opening it this way, you see the way it is looking. Now this is it. Then you're going to take the center part. Before taking the center part, this is the front. We're going to be cutting the front neckline this way, right? Now you're going to hold that part where you notch. You're just going to pick one of it and then open it up this way. It is very simple, I promise you. Then you turn it to the part where the chalk is showing. So that you're going to use the chalk as a guideline to cut out the front neckline. You get what I'm trying to say, right? So after arranging it, you're just going to use your scissors and cut it out from here. And one thing I'll always do is to tell you to watch it again. In case you don't understand, it's okay for you to just scroll back a bit and rewatch it just for you to get it clearer, right? Now, after cutting it, this is how it looks like. We're not trimming out any shoulder slants, nothing. I'm going to be adding elastic to the waistline. Now, I'll take it to my sewing machine. But before then, because this is very short and like I'm using 1 yard of fabric, I'm going to be adding extra for the elastic. Now I'll go ahead to turn the neckline with this bias and then I'll weave it before we join it. So I'll just take it straight to sewing machine, turn the neckline with the bias and then weave it. Now this is it. After turning the neckline with the bias, see how clean and good it is looking, and I make sure to weave this all around. Now the next thing we're going to do is to sew this with like half an inch this way, and then after sewing it, I'm going to be repeating the same thing on the other side. I'm going to sew here with half an inch, and then after sewing it at the same time, I'm also going to be hemming the sleeve this way, just one, because I weaved it, so I'm not going to be hemming it twice, just one. So after doing it, this is what we have. It is very simple. I told you, like in 30 minutes you should be able to finish cutting and sewing this. Now because this is, assuming my fabric is very long, right, all I need to do is just to fold this into two and then add my elastic. But because it is very short, I'm going to be introducing another fabric to this, right? So now this is the pieces we cut out from this sleeve opening around here, right? So I'm going to be using it to add to the length of my top. Now this is measuring like 2 inches, so I'm going to measure round the waist of this top. You're going to measure round it. Okay, so after measuring round the top, now I got 54.5 inches. Now that 54.5 inches, I'm going to further divide it into two again. Watch closely. I'll divide it into two this way. Now I got about 27.5, right? Now I'm going to bring this band, right? Now remember the band has to be folded into two. Now I'll go ahead to mark that 27.5 inches we just divided. So I'll go ahead to mark it, and then after marking 27.5 inches, I'll add extra half inch for joining allowance. Okay, so this is it after I marked the 27.5 inches. Now I did not cut it on that 27, I added extra half inch sewing allowance. Now I'll take it to my sewing machine and then I'm going to stitch this place. After stitching it, I'll go ahead to add it to the lower part of this top. Now this I'm going to be adding it. I'll be adding it from the right side. I'm going to be adding it from the wrong side, sorry, this way, so that when I turn it, the right side of the band is going to be facing the right side of the main fabric. Okay, now watch closely on how I joined it. See the way I joined it? I joined it from the wrong side. See the way it is looking. Okay, so now this is the right side of the main top. Now when I turn it this way and close it, everything is going to blend, you get? So the band is now going to cover everything up. I am very sure some of you are familiar with this method. I'm going to leave a space while I am sewing it so that I'll be able to pass the elastic. My actual round waist measurement is 31 inches, but for the elastic band, I am cutting out 26 inches. Now for this, it depends on how stretchy the elastic is. That will determine the number of inches you're going to minus. If it is very stretchy, you can minus like 5 inches. If it is not stretchy, you have to do like 3 or 4 inches. Now this is how we're going to be sewing it, and I'm going to be showing you here in the sewing machine. Now we're going to fold it in this way, and I'll be leaving like 1 inch so that I'll be able to pass the elastic through, right? So I'll keep folding it in like this, and I'm going to sew it all around. Now this is it after I was done sewing it. Remember I told you I left a space where I'm going to be passing the elastic. So now where I had to pass the elastic and bring it out from this other side. Now we're going to stitch the elastic to keep it in place. After stitching it, you allow it to just go inside. Now you're just going to close this part you left open. You're going to top stitch it very closely. Now after top stitching it, this is how it looks like like make sure you arrange it so that everything is going to be equal. Now I'll be top stitching it on this part I am showing you so that the elastic is going to stay intact. I'm just going to sew in between this stitch, right? Okay, so the stitch is not even going to show. I don't want to do that type of joggers top stitching on the elastic. This is what I want. Basically, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please do well to subscribe to this channel. Do well to like, do well to share this video, please. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.